Welcome to Behind the Shield Hall of Fame episode number 6, as we are joined today by Erin, Kuhn, Cangelosi. Hello again, everybody. Scott Geis joining you for another episode of Behind the Shield. Today we get a chance to talk to Erin, who is the Spartans' all-time points leader, all-time goal-scoring leader, second in assists, second in game-winning goals, first in games started, as she played in and started all 84 games of her Spartan career. We talk about what she's doing now, as she is a nursing teacher at college in New Jersey, and talk a little bit about her kids, her family, the values that soccer taught her, and the good times that she had as a York College Spartan. So after this commercial break, Erin, Kuhn, Cangelosi.
At York College, we are proud of the fact that we have over 30 cultures and 30 countries represented among our campus community. We not only are proud of that fact, we celebrate the unique perspective and differences that each and every person on this campus brings to us. So on behalf of all of us at York College, I want you to know that you are welcomed here.
Tu eres bienvenido aquí. Vous êtes bien reçu ici. You're very welcome here.
You are welcome here.
You are welcome here.
Você está bem-vindo aqui.
You are welcome here.
You are welcome here. You are welcome here.
You're welcome here.
معكم رقية آل الشيخ من كلية يورك في بنسلفانيا. أنتم مرحب بكم هنا. We are welcome.
From day one at York College of Pennsylvania, you are welcome here.
All right, welcome back to Behind the Shield, a Hall of Fame episode, as we welcome Erin, Kuhn, Cangelosi. Erin, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me, Scott. It's nice to be here.
So let's start out. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing. You graduated with a nursing degree from York. What are you up to now?
Yeah, so as you said, I started my nursing career right after school. So I started at Penn Presbyterian in Philadelphia, and that led me to going for my master's degree. So I have a master's of science in nursing, and I completed that at LaSalle University. So I'm a board certified clinical nurse specialist, and I worked in that role for a few years and in education, which has landed me now to where I work now. So I am a clinical instructor for the nursing program at the College of New Jersey. So I am doing what I've always wanted to do, which is teach nursing students in the hospital setting during their junior and senior years. So that's more on the professional side. Personally, I met my now husband shortly after I graduated from college, and we've been married for 7 years. And we had 2 beautiful children. We have Brooke and Braden. Brooke is my daughter, who is 6 years old, and she's in first grade. And Braden is 4, and he is in preschool. So that's kind of where we've been very busy.
I'm sure the two of them keep you very busy. Now, are they doing any kind of sports yet, or are they still kind of dabbling and finding out what they enjoy?
Yeah, so they're in sports and finding out what they like. So my daughter, she loves soccer. She loves the game. We're working on her, I think, a little bit more of her aggression and go-to side, but she loves the game, which is really important. She really loves dance even more, which is fine. Not my specialty at all. I'm very fish out of water in that, but she loves dance and recitals. But, we're kind of testing all the waters. And then my son, he is all boy, all sports, super competitive. I know I said he's only 4, but he loves every single sport. I coached my daughter for 2 years in soccer, and this was the year that he got to play in the recreation league. So I got to coach him. Actually, my husband co-coached with me as well. And he is pretty darn good. He is a force to be reckoned with just in general. He'll tell me how many goals he's going to score before the game. And very competitive. Yeah, he goes, I'm going to score 5 goals. And he does a lot. So both of them do like sports. So we'll see where it goes. I want them to, find something they love. If it's soccer, that's great. But as long as they're doing something for fun, we're happy.
Talk a little bit about your teaching. You said that was something that you kind of figured out in York. What is it about the teaching aspect that you really enjoy?
Yeah, so actually, while I was in clinicals myself at York College, I decided, this is what I want to do. I want to make sure that the students that I teach really feel comfortable and that they're able to ask questions and be the instructor that's really going to push them to do their best, to show them that their potential. Obviously, nursing is a tough career and something that can be, nerve wracking going into. You have literally people's lives at stake. And what I really like about it is that I feel that I'm an open person, that my students come to me really with all sorts of questions, and I really give them the confidence and really show that and remember why you're here, because you want to be a nurse. And we talk about why you got into the profession, why you put in hours of time, and some of your roommates are off doing fun things and you're stuck at the hospital for 8 to 10 hours, and why are you studying so hard, and really being the cheerleader for you can do great things, and I really believe in you, and keep it going. So that makes me happy to see how excited they are to join the nursing profession.
How well prepared did you feel after you left York with your nursing degree? Obviously, it's one of our bigger majors. You were the first women's soccer player to go 4 years through and be able to get your degree. How did that prepare you for what you're doing now?
Yeah. So yeah, it was very hard. Katie Kay and I went through it together for the 4 years, and we made it through. It was very difficult. It's a difficult major, a lot of time and hours into it. But when when you're focused and you want to be a nurse, but you also know you want to play soccer and that's what you're going to do, you're going to do it. I felt very prepared. I went into Penn and obviously did a lot more training and learning while I was there. But I thought York College did a great job, and I feel my undergrad studies truly prepared me. I feel I did great with the NCLEX, and studying and becoming a nurse. So I was very happy for the smaller class sizes that York College offered within the nursing program that allowed me to succeed. So I'm grateful for that.
Did being an athlete make you be more organized? We talk all the time with our kids about how they have to manage their time. Did being a soccer player really help you be a better student?
For sure. Even when I think about through middle school, the travel team that I was on 3 days a week, I traveled a half hour just to go to practice for 2 hours. So figuring out when you're going to do schoolwork, when you're going to have social time, that led me to, can I do this in college at this level and play soccer? And Coach Sterner was the one that said, I will work with you. And I said, as much as I'd like to know that I'm going to be, some athlete after college, I'm not going to some professional league. I'm going to need something, tangible, and I'm going to be a nurse, but I want to play and I need to play soccer. Can I do both? So I was lucky enough that she allowed me, if I need to come late to practice, or if I had to, leave something to, go to clinical, that I was able to do so. But if I couldn't manage my time, I would not have been able to do both. So yeah, if you couldn't get it together with, when to schedule this or that, or carrying that huge anatomy physiology book on the back of the bus, being trying to listen and study anatomy while everyone's excited about your win. It was a challenge, but that's just kind of my personality too, is that, I don't leave a lot open for my time. And I like to do a lot of different things and keep many things on my plate. So yes, I was forced to do that. And I think that's helped me even after college, being able to manage my time and really have a lot of things in the air. And also as a mom too, because, that puts another extra set of activities and things on the line, as you know. So it's been good.
Yeah, I can only imagine what your family calendar looks like and is going to look like for the next 10 to 15 years. So that's
good stuff.
It's great. And I would encourage you to enjoy it because it goes by way too fast. So let's pivot a little bit. When you found out you made the Hall of Fame, what were your thoughts? Was it kind of like exciting? How did you feel when you got the news?
So I'll be honest, when I first heard it, I said, wow, I must be that old now. Because I'm sure there's a certain amount of years after graduation where you're eligible. I had a split second of oh my gosh, how many years has it been? So honestly, that was my initial reaction. And then second was, oh my goodness, what an honor. Like, that's amazing. Because I've carried around all those years of the amazing memories and the teams that we've had with me. And I'm like, wow, I guess someone else has seen that and hasn't forgotten how amazing those years were in the team. And I say team because, what a wonderful honor for myself. And, I've congratulated Emily Sullivan as well, which has been awesome, the two of us together. But also, none of us would have been here or gotten as far as we did with the team. So I think this is a time we can congratulate our whole, team, our seniors that we, played all 4 years with, our 2007 team especially. So none of this would have been, possible without all of us working together for those amazing years.
How nice is it to go in with Emily? You guys were a great combination on the field. You played, you led the team to some amazing heights. How nice is it to go in with her? And you guys are only the second and third women's soccer players to go in. How important and nice was that for you?
Yeah, it's been great. The fact that, the two of us for 4 years, working together, playing together, being able to be, honored together has been really nice. Also to know that, we're only right after Amanda Lomberg, who also reached out and said congratulations. He's an amazing player. So it's been a real honor to be able to be here and for us to share that together.
What are some of your favorite memories? When I talked to Emily, she kind of looked back at 2007, winning the CAC, and then playing in the NCAA tournament, and just the memories you have from that. What are some of the things you recall as some of your best memories as a soccer player at York?
So I think in general, it was the camaraderie. So people would say, on campus, if people were in, sororities or anything, like, we have our own sorority. And I used to joke, like, this is our sorority. The night before a game, we'd all hang out together. We'd, maybe go get pizza or have pasta somewhere. We had a big game coming up. After practice, we would hang out. We're on the bus together. It's all those fun times, the locker room. We had certain dances that we did before and after. And I always remember, our, especially senior year, like the songs that we would come out to on the field. And I could probably, this is crazy, but I could probably still think about, our warm up and the things that we did and across the field and just kind of getting pumped up for it. But obviously that 2007 win is one of the best memories. Not only was it the birth for the program, but for us, we worked for 4 years for that. And all the women that worked prior to that to get us to where we are, and Coach Sterner. So it makes you think back when we were on, I don't even know the name of the field, but the field furthest kind of from campus, that was the grass field next to the college. That's where we started. And then we're playing and, we're finishing our whole, career on a turf field with a brand new facility playing Messiah in the Sweet 16. So just kind of the full circle, just there's so many memories, but to pick and choose, I think, our NCAA ride as well as winning the championship, without a doubt, will go down.
I remember a game that we played on that field in the rainstorm against Goucher, where you would kick the ball about as hard as you could, and it would go about 5 feet because it was so wet and rainy. That was in, I believe, in the CAC tournament that year against Goucher, if I recall correctly. But that was what a game, what a memory. Is it truly about, for you, the relationships with your teammates that you remember more than anything else? And that relationship that you had, you remember some games, but don't you remember the relationships with your teammates?
Yes, of course. Those ones that kept us going, and the laughs and the fun and, the practices. And yeah, there was a lot of work that went into it. But if we didn't all have such fun together, we wouldn't do it. So, the fact that we don't want to be out there in the cold or in the rain or, oh my gosh, we are so tired or this or that, but we'd all make do with it because we all have the same goal. But in the end, it's really the teammates that bring you up, the teammates that help lead each other and the teammates that, you have friendships with. Those are really the only people that understood what you were going through. If you had a tough game ahead, you had a tough loss, you were stressed about something, trying to figure out your schedule, how to make it all work. No one really understood. You have friends that, were always there for you, but those that really understood what you were going through during your season were those girls, were your teammates. And they're really the ones and the reason why we had so much fun. I think one of the reasons why we did so well, because we all had the same goal. We all worked for each other, and we felt that, and we're a team, and we want to do as best as we can for each other. And it didn't matter which way. And when it came full circle with the win, it's like, well, of course, like this is why we're here.
What was the favorite part for you about being a student athlete? Obviously, the relationships, the memories, the school. What do you look back on finally of saying, what I got to be a Spartan student athlete, and this was great for me, and why is that?
So I think a lot of it had to do with pride. So we were representing our college, and the fact that, we would go to different schools, we would, play well, we would win, play hard, come back to school, you'd be able to wear your jersey around. You had a sense of pride, like, I'm representing the college, I'm doing my, the best that I can. And my favorite sweatshirt is still the one from, I'm not going to say how many years old. I wore it the other day. And that's my favorite sweatshirt. And I still, people are like, oh, you went there? Like, yeah, I played soccer. And it says women's soccer on it. It says my maiden name on the back. I still wear it around all over. But it is a sense of pride. And also the, for ourselves, the ability that, we love the game so much. And I was so lucky and fortunate that I'm still able to play, that it didn't end in high school, that I still can continue my passion and my love, while I'm away at school, learning to become a nurse. So it was, that individual, I'm so happy that I'm able to do what I love. And also the team, the college camaraderie that goes with it.
How did your athletic experience as a whole shape you as an individual moving forward? Obviously, soccer was something that you grew up playing and you got the chance to keep playing in college. How did that impact you as you move forward now as a mother, as a wife, as a teacher? How did that shape your experience?
Sure. So I do feel that, it brings you through, especially as an athlete, depending, it doesn't even depend on what sport that you're in. So we talk about leadership, right? Coming from a position where as a captain, even though you had a captain's band, all of us were, captains and leaders in our own way, and how, the rest of your teammates, viewed you. And I think that's really important in the workforce, as well as, like you said, as a mother, as a wife, and the way that you lead your family, you lead your team and work, really the way that you treat others and the way that you push others to do their best. And able to work as a team, and knowing that, it's cliche, the no I in team, but it's true that every part in the puzzle makes something come together to work. So that's true in every profession, in your family life, that, you strive to be your best. Little competition never hurt anybody. But then, like I said, also the team aspect of it and really giving it your all. Not giving up, and setting goals. In sports we set goals, in professional life we set goals, but just knowing what you want to achieve and really making sure that that you set goals high enough for yourself so that you don't just stay the course, right?
Exactly. Well, Erin, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to be able to see you sooner than later at a Hall of Fame ceremony. It's a great class. Look back on the number of people, not only our biggest class, but really such a great class, and glad to have you a part of that. And we want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Scott. This has been great. And once again, I just want to say thank you to our entire team that were there. And I hope you guys share all the same fun memories that I mentioned. And we know there's a ton more, but these were the best years, honestly, of my life. And I attribute that to my team.
And it was a great team to watch, and getting to travel to the NCAA tournament with your team was a blast. We had so much fun, and what a great weekend in Richard Stockton. That was pretty much that was definitely a highlight. So great memories for sure.
Yes, and it was even better. I'm from New Jersey. I still live in New Jersey, so to go back kind of on my own turf, and I played some of the girls that I played in high school, and it kind of felt like, okay, we get to come back and let's show what York can do. Here I'm local again, and that win was just even sweeter. Just knowing that I was close to home, we could have more family, visit and things, and just we were just happy that we were there. But the fact that we did well while we were at it was just, icing on the cake.
Well, and I thought we were so loose. We just went out and played, and it was so much fun to watch. And then you win the first game, and you're kind of like, hey, wait a second. We could win this next game too. And two great soccer games, and certainly for the right to come back home and play in the Sweet 16 was certainly awesome. So thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it and look forward to seeing you, as I said, hopefully sooner than later.
That'd be great. Thank you, Scott.
You've probably heard a lot about changes on campus, about how classes will look a little different, or how the dining hall won't be set up like it was last year. You may have heard we'll be living with a new normal. But the truth is, at York College of Pennsylvania, normal has never been our thing. If by normal you mean predictable, usual, commonplace, average, that's not us. Our normal is extraordinary, exceptional, remarkable. Our normal is about taking responsibility, thinking of others, and treating people with respect. Here, normal means being compassionate. It means protecting the person next to us to ensure safety and good health for all of us, because we know we're in this together. For us, wearing masks and social distancing aren't really a new normal. They're just another example of what's always been important to us. Joining efforts to find real solutions to achieve our goals, to help our community thrive, and to show that we care. That's not a new normal. That's our normal, and we are grateful that you're part of it. Welcome home, Spartans.
We want to thank Erin for joining us again today. Great to catch up with her, and certainly she's been very active since leaving school, and it was great to walk down memory lane and go over with her what she remembers about being a Spartan. What are some of the important things for her as a Spartan alumni? We'll have one more Behind the Shield Hall of Fame series. That'll be Kelly Ward. That'll be coming up sometime next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and go Spartans.